Start streaming.
يمكن لازم احط ناي واسكت. خليه عادي.
Are we live? How do we go live? We're live. Oh, hi. We're live. All right. So today I'm building up this idea of creating a gallery in my world in AltSpace rather than a slideshow, and I'm doing it along the lake. And so what I've done is I've created a plane. I went to let me close this collapse this for you. Remember, this is Unity version 2019.4.2 F1, and the package that I'm using is the package for AltSpace, which if it would show up, it never shows up down here. AltSpace. It's an AltSpace package, and I got that package. What? You have to be in YouTube, because I think we're live streaming to YouTube right now. Yeah, we're live streaming to YouTube, so you have to see it in YouTube. All right, so I'm doing this with a baby who's complaining, so I may get distracted. Anyway, I created a plane in the environment, and that plane I called drawdown and numbered it by the number of the slide. So like drawdown 6 here. Creating a plane isn't hard. If I wanted to create a new one, I would just go into here and go create 3D object, create plane, and then a plane comes in, a plane. I'm just using the standard plane size. The only thing is that if I put in a plane like this and I throw in my picture in my Culhane drawdown images, go to drawdown number 7 here, then, oh, it came in okay. All right. So it's just weird because the positions look different. Like here, y is negative 35, and here it's negative 2.09. So that's bizarre. I wanted to be 0. So maybe I should have brought in a plane vertically. But anyway, those are planes, and they kind of disappear when you turn around. No. And so I want to sort of make the thing follow the contour of the lake. I think that one's okay as it is, like that. Then I'm going to duplicate number 7. It's on my YouTube channel too, Culhane. And go Control D to make a duplicate of it. Should have done the duplicate. Or go up here and go duplicate. And ooh, that's after that plane there. Well, I want that to be in here.
It's asking me for some kind of I don't know what.
Draw down.
Oh my.
7. And then that last one that I created would be drawdown. Let's see what I did wrong here. Drawdown 6. There's drawdown 7. This is going to be drawdown 8. And the next one is going to be that plane there. I'm just going to get rid of that. Okay, so there's drawdown 7. This is drawdown 8. Drawdown 8 needs the drawdown 8 picture put on it. There we go. And then it's just a matter of continuously duplicating, using Control D, duplicating it, moving it over, and doing the rotation. The lake actually turns. So this should be rotated that way.
The Wi-Fi is on?
No, Wi-Fi's on.
No.
And then turn that. And rotate it a bit. It's painstaking work, but a lot easier than working in AltSpace. In AltSpace, it's even harder. So at least in Unity, I can keep going and adjusting, doing fine adjustments. How can I pause on in the middle of this? You mean pause and then start all over? All right, well, let me finish doing 2 more slides, or 3 more slides. Control D, move this over. Draw down number 10 should be here.
No.
And then Control D. But you can't do in Alt space. You can't do any copying and pasting in Alt space. So this is a lot easier to do your slides here. Draw down 11. And then Control D. And draw down. Let's see, it's not following the contour of the lake anymore. So let's move this back here and move this back a little bit. And rotate them like so.
No. Ding. Yellow.
And make up that like that, and put that to be number 12. All right, so that's the extent of the ones I've done so far. So I'm going to upload them, then I'll come back and do the rest of the posters. So I go to my Alt space and go to load your templates, and it loads the templates. I pick my Alt space template, and now I'm going to be building and uploading to that template. And as long as I don't get any error messages, then it should work. Okay, it is working. Before I was having problems because of weird errant scripts that I had to delete from the assets material, and anytime you bring in new packages from outside, you risk bringing in scripts that don't run, and it messes with everything. So be very careful. You're better off creating stuff yourself, creating stuff in Blender, creating stuff in other programs, and bringing it in as a single FBX file, rather than importing packages that might have scripts associated with them that'll screw up this whole loading to Alt space thing that we're doing here. And it's just taking its time. You can see when I go back into Alt space that the first build of this, I had only just tested 3 posters along the lake. So here I am in Rosebud, and there's the lake, and I just tried it out. And of course it works, but now we are still waiting for this to finish uploading. There it goes, it finished uploading. So now, when I re-enter the space, by going to re-enter space here, I should see all those 12 posters for the drawdown solutions. So now I'm back in the space. There's the biodigesters and the solar panels, and I still have to put poles for them. But now I can hop over past the house, and yeah, there they are. So the idea is to create these exhibits, kind of like going to a museum gallery or a poster session, and have visitors come and have discussions about each of these things as they move about the exhibit space, rather than sitting for a slideshow. And the thing that you can do that's creative with this is when you're then in Alt space, you can come into World Editor. Oh, I haven't even shown you that because you're still broad. Okay, wait a minute. I got to change OBS Studio so you can see this. Where's OBS? So I got to change OBS, and there we go. Now you can see Alt space. Sorry about that. So there we are, and that's what I was saying is now as we move around the lake in Alt space, you see the posters, and you can have discussions around them. But you can also bring in some of the Alt space assets if you want to. So for wind turbines, if I move over here and I want to have a discussion about it, I can also go to World Editor and go to my kits where I did build a windmill. And I think it's in, there it is. There's a windmill. Let's see if it even comes in though. Yeah, it's not coming in. It's supposed to come in. Okay, no windmill. How bizarre is that? I don't know why my windmill isn't coming in. I can bring in a solar panel. Looks like everything is messed up here. If I bring in a solar panel, There, the solar panel does come in, which then would have to be rotated. But rotating in alt space is a real pain. So if I rotate it about the y-axis by 180 degrees, change that to 0. Didn't do anything. Probably it's the wrong solar panel. Which solar panel is this? Lock all, unlock all. Click on this, and it's supposed to go to the. Oh, it's called Incinerator. No wonder. That's totally messed up. So I'd have to change the name there to floating. I call it solar panel floating, and then rotate it by 180 degrees, which would be 288, and then confirm, and there it is. It's facing up, and then it always goes back when you click on it. I hate the rotation feature on this. Yes, I will. And I'm going to make the size up because it was at something that I had to add 180 to. And then you can click rotation lock, and then you can move it around. And this actually should be moved with me if I take it and beam around, but it's so hard to move. Yeah, I don't know. It's really difficult to use. But you can bring objects in, was I guess essentially my point. Now the solar panel is way the heck over there, and grabbing it and moving it is a pain. So I like to work in Unity for everything that is not immediate. I don't like to work within alt space for that. All right, so I'm going to sign off for a second here and keep documenting my blunders through so long. Farewell.
Take your
I
son.
don't know how to stop. I don't know how to stop this. Exit stream.
Take a knife. Make do something. Take a big knife.
You always stop me in the middle of working with stuff. How am I supposed to do it? If I have the wrap, I can carry him a lot, and I don't know why you don't use the wrap.
Wait,
Sure, if
I'll
he's being
take him.
spoochy.
I'm doing something now, and he's crying in the car seat, in the seats.